Hi guys. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to give you a very short, what do you call this, explanation on how to uh, do the network forensic as the beginner. Okay, so it's a beginner's guide or beginner's tutorial about how to conduct a network forensic. Okay, so let me show you something here. This is my Windows 7, Windows 7 Professional, running on VMware workstation, and it was actually purposely created for educational, use. Uh, what you need for the network forensic analysis is at least two different tools. The first one is the Wireshark. Yeah. So I've installed Wireshark, and the second tool that you can actually use is the network miner. Yeah. I personally prefer network miner because it is simple and easy to use, even for non-technical person. Yeah. So let me just show you. So Wireshark is a network analyzer which has a lot of features, and it allows you to actually capture packets, the traffic, so that you can actually later on analyze it for different purposes. Let me just open one file that was actually created. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that if you don't have anything to view, you can actually download sample some samples traffic from this one, malware traffic analysis. For example, you can go to the guest blog and then download like WannaCry, magnitude, EK, server ransomware, EI test campaign, and so on and so forth. You can even download some samples traffic analysis by clicking on this one. So to start learning about the malware analysis, you can download a lot of samples here. Yeah, and also here some tutorials. Yeah, and beside that, you can also excuse me. You can also download from the sample captures. Yeah, Wireshark sample captures. Like for example, they have a lot of different samples, sample captures. Like for example, they have this spanning tree protocol, Wi-Fi, routing protocol, maybe like uh, MySQL protocols, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so a lot of samples you can download. Yeah, so let me show you on or about this one. So I will try to download one. Oh, sorry, open. I've already downloaded some files. So for example, I will go to this PCAP files and go to this Wireshark sample captures, and then I will open up, let's say, an SQL Slammer PCAP. This is a very small PCAP file that was actually captured by someone. Okay, so you can actually see that it's actually attacking port 1434, which is the Microsoft SQL, and the source port is 20199. You can even click the plus button here or the plus sign there to actually expand. Yeah, so it actually sends something like the data. Yeah, you can also open up let me just open up another example of, let's say, CAN 2003.003.0003. So this is a buffer overflow in RPC locator. Yeah. And if you want to see what is actually inside, what you can do is you can adjust the window, and you can even yes, look at the so we normally try to find something related to the three-way handshake, meaning that the source is connected with the destination, yeah, and it has the TCP sync, I mean the three-way handshake, yeah, what do you call this, packet. Yeah, you can right click on the sync and then go to the follow TCP stream, and you can even look at the content, right? You can clear this one, and then you can look at the, for example, here in line number 14, you have this Rpc Bind Call. Yeah? This is something that might pay our attention. Yeah. So try to right click on this one, and then go to the follow TCP stream. Yeah. Okay, so to understand more about this, you could actually check what is actually this CAN 2003, yeah, 0003. Yeah. So let me just check CAN 2003.003. So this is actually the buffer overflow on in the RPC locators, yeah, service for Microsoft Windows NT and so on. So it is actually an exploit, yeah. So the traffic actually shows the exploits, yeah. And you can also try to open other type of captures like slip or teardrop. So for example, this one, what is teardrop? Yeah. Now teardrop utilizes ICMP, as you can see here, and there's a loop here. Let's check what is actually teardrop. So this is the teardrop attack. Yeah, so teardrop attack is a denial of service attack that involves sending fragmented packet, yeah, to a target machine. Yeah, so you can see this one. And let me see. Yeah, so this is a kind of distributed denial of service attack, not only the denial of service attack. Yeah. So yeah, so try to analyze as a beginner. You can try to analyze different type of or different pickup files, just to learn more about the I would say the signature of the attack. Like for example, I also can show you my port scan example, like TCP sync scan, which actually sends the sync with the reset. See this one, sync ACK, and you can also go down to find sync and RST. So if you don't understand about this, what you can do is you can try to look up or search for the sync scan. Yeah. So tactic, yeah. And this is how it actually was done. Yeah, so this is the sync scan. The attacker will send sync to a specific port, and then after that the target will reply with a sync ACK, and then finally the hacker or the attacker will send RST. So you should actually be able to find the RST. So you can search for the RST. Sorry. This is protocol. So you can search for, let's say, RST maybe, or what's a sync? Oh, okay. So it's not from there. You will need to perhaps go to this one. Yeah, it's a bit tough to actually use this Wireshark to find something. Yeah, so I normally like to do it manually. Okay, let's find out something there. Yeah, here. So I think it start with this sync ACK and RST. So you can see that yeah, starting from line number 149, we got this. Oh, sorry, it was actually started from line 145. It sends sync, and we got the RST from the target, which is the 131.107.1.222. Yeah. So, and then we got the RST from the same source, which is, yeah, so my source is this one, 222. Yeah, that actually sends the sync, right? Now, beside using this, what you can also do is you can use the other tool that I have introduced. So you can actually use this. Let me just open up the same file, which is the port scan and the sync scan. And here, by using the network miner, you can even look at the IP addresses being involved in the attack. Yeah. So you can look at the source or destination or the target. Yeah, so we got this one, then web 1, web 3, web 2, and we also have this. So you can look at several IP addresses. Yeah, so there's a test XP2, and the attacker might be coming from this machine. Yeah, so you can look at the host being involved, like 101, which is actually running Windows 2000, and 222, which was actually running in on Windows XP, I think. Yeah, and we can also look at the file that was actually sent, like for example here. Yeah, source host is 101, and it was actually accessed by destination host, which is 222. I'm not sure what is this. Perhaps it was like the web page, or this is actually an HTML file being opened. Yeah, and you can even look at the credential being involved, like here, but there's no password. Valid login is also none. You can look at the session. Yeah, you can sort the session based on client host or even server host or even the protocol, like for example this one. Just click. You can look at what protocols are being involved. Yeah, and you can even go to the parameters, and looks like there's a connection from the 222 to 254, which is this one, then web 2, and it's actually using the interprocess connection, IPC $. Yeah. So a lot of things you can actually find from here. Yeah. So we are actually using this nmap. Sorry, the for analysis, nmap was actually used to do the attack, and we are actually analyzing the pcap file, the captured files or the captures by utilizing the Wireshark as well as this network miner. Okay. Now, in fact, you can also use a tool called T-Shark. So, T-Shark is actually the text-based um, of Wireshark, or the I would say the Wireshark text-based, non-GUI, no graphical user interface. Yeah. So, for example, let me just copy the evidence file, pcap file. For example, this maybe something like a port scan, the one I have shown you. You will copy this one to um, temp directory. Now I'll just rename it to something like sample, and then from there let me open up my I've already opened up my CLI, my command line. So I will need to go to program files, X, okay, and Wireshark, and there's a tool called T-Shark, just minus or dash H. It will show you the what do you call this, the options, available options. So if you want to use this Wireshark, the command is quite long, so let me just open up. So I'll use this command that will allow me to come up with the sorry. So what I will do is I will just right click and paste. It will actually, so the command here is actually to read the sample file, the pcap, and use the Z, which is actually for statistics. So it will actually show you the statistics of the pk file being read, okay, and show you the conversation. Very long. Okay, so this is the command. So it will read the dash R here will read from the file being what do you call this, being specified, and then minus or dash Q here will do it quietly, and Z will actually do the actually something like a summary and provide us with the conversation TCP and conversation IP. So here we can repeat this command. So conversation in terms of TCP and conversation in terms of IP. And you can even use the T-Shark to let me see. Okay, so a lot of options for this. So here, this is the option for the statistics. Okay, so this is for the statistics, and can combine several options. If you just put dash Z, it will actually tell you something. Okay, T-Shark and Z, it will tell you that you need to use the, just something like that. It will tell you that you'll need to use these options, available options here. And let me find out the other options. So we got the Q, the one I mentioned earlier, more quiet. Yeah, when you're using statistics, yeah, will not be shown. The result will not be shown in the on the screen unless only the summary will be shown. Yeah, and yeah, packet summary. You might use the T-Shark packet summary just to look at what is actually. So I'll remove this, and I'll just put the dash P. Oops, supposed to be minus or small p. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I think I'll need to put dash R. I forgot to show you that. Yeah. So this is a packet summary, or maybe dash P. Yeah, same thing. Okay. So try to play around with the T-Shark, which is quite nice. Yeah, yeah. You can also use this. You know, the option. Let's try something like this. Yeah. What if you just put the I remember there's a command that will allow you to get the summary of the packet. Yeah. Let me see. Print summary even when writing to a file. Yeah, so dash P. Not that one. Okay, some options like capture filters, buffer size, print all the interfaces. Yeah, anyway, you can try to look at the sample T-Shark commands. You can actually look for the uh, T-Shark tutorial, yeah, on how to actually use the T-Shark. Yeah, so you can find something like this. And yeah, so T-Shark is a very, very useful tool. It's a non-GUI version of the Wireshark. And then you can also use another tool called Snort. Yeah, Snort IDS. So let me just copy this. So I can actually use Snort to read the pcap file. Yeah. So I have installed Snort on my Ubuntu. And what I'm going to do is I'll just go to the terminal. And I've already installed Snort, and what you need to do is you just right click and paste this command because it's very long. Yeah. Let me show you or adjust the size of the font. Yeah. Okay. So this command will actually show the Snort information on a console, and then we are actually using this quietly and -C here will read the information or the configuration file from snort configuration file, and we'll be reading the file from temp sample pcap, which I have already copied to the intended location. Okay, so press enter and then put the password for my tax user, and bingo, this is what we will get from the snort. So even though we don't know what is actually within this sample pcap file that was created or that was actually captured by utilizing snort, we can actually get the information about the malicious activities. Yeah, so here it says that there's a net bias DC RPC activation little Indian bind something something, which is actually if you look at the previous example, it was actually the let me just open up using my Wireshark. I was actually getting that sample file from this exploit called Rpc decom. This is the sample.pcap which was analyzed on my Ubuntu by utilizing snort. Okay, so this is the one. Yeah, so if you open up using the network miner, let's open up the same file, which is the Rpc decom. You can see the involved computers. So we got Web 1 and so on. Yeah, and then we can look at the files, yeah, the connection, any credential being utilized, the session. You can sort the session based on the port, and notice that 139 are being utilized. Yeah, and then we can also look at some parameters, yeah, and so on. But if you really want to get the summary about what is happening, you can take advantage of the snort, because snort has several rules that will allow you to translate the pcap file and tell you what is actually happening or what had happened. Okay, so just to summarize, we are using the tools here. The first one is the Wireshark. GUI. And by the way, Wireshark can also be installed on your Windows as well as on your Linux. Then we got the T-Shark, non-GUI, and we got the network miner, GUI, and we also utilizes the snort IDS, non-GUI. Okay, so these are what do you call these tools that you can actually use to do network forensic. Yeah, I forgot to mention that you can also you know, take advantage of the online pcap analyzer, such as this. I normally use Virus Total. So Virus Total. Yeah, so what you can do is you can upload the suspected pcap. Yeah, so just select choose file and go to the evidence. So for example, this pcap file, maybe like forensic log here, see what is inside there. And from here we can see that we got several information about the PCAP. It was actually detected by at least 12 antiviruses. It can go to the details and look at the properties like the MD5 hash as SHA-1 and SHA-256, yeah, as well as SSDIP. So when you uploaded the file, it will actually this VirusTotal will actually create the what do you call that, the hash, yeah. And notice that based on the snort detection, it says executable code was detected, administrator privilege gain, and network trojan was detected. And based on Suricata, we have a lot of activities, miscellaneous activities. See this one, LSA exploit, MS04, 011, yeah. And you can also look at this, there's a shell code, yeah, and other detections, malware, suspicious, FTP banner, potential corporate policy violation because it's actually running a file requested over ATP, attempted information leakage, proxy attempt, Unicode shares, as well as, yeah, DC RPC LSAS, which is actually the MSRPC DCOM. This is actually the traffic from the MSRPC DCOM exploit. Okay, so I believe that this particular tools would help you. Yeah, so just put it as virustotal.com. This is the online. All right, so that's all for this tutorial and or for this session. If you have any question related to this network forensic, let me know. Send me an email, or maybe like, you know, messages, or, you know, feedback on my tutorial, yeah, or regarding my tutorial here, yeah. Put it in your in my channel, or, you know, just email it, yeah. Okay, so that's all for today, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Ciao.